Hi there, it's Paul. I just finished loading those poles onto that trailer and it's kind of interesting. I was just sitting here thinking and I thought I'll get my GoPro out and have a chat because life's very difficult right now. We're doing a job this weekend. It's the first job we've done since the beginning of March. The last paid job we actually did was one as 21st. It's back at the end of February and we were one of the first to get shut down, and there's a garden party taking place this weekend. And they rang us up and said, look, can you put a big hat up for us at the garden party? And I said, sure, we'll go down and do that. It's a freebie. We're going to do it for free. It's going to cost us money. We need a couple of guys out, or 3 guys out tomorrow to put it up. And it's going to cost me wages and obviously time. But what's really interesting here is just sitting here talking. I just loaded those poles up and I was looking at my lorry. And my lorry's not turned a wheel since March. And it probably won't turn a wheel this year. All our vehicles have been mothballed, they've all been taken off the road, our vans and trucks, everything's kind of just sitting there, our canvases, all our tables, our chairs, our lighting, everything's just sitting in the shed gaining dust and nothing's going to be used. And it's very difficult to change your business just on a whim, as it were. We've looked at various options how we can do something else and engage in other activities, but there's very little we can do. We lay all our guys off. This weekend, for example, we should have been putting up a big wedding. We had a big 4-hat wedding to do, £10,000 job, and it's just not going to take place. And all our work for this year has been effectively mothballed and rolled over into 2021. And so 2021's looking kind of interesting. But we don't know, it's the uncertainty, and I think so many businesses, anybody that's involved in any business with people, whether it's entertainment, you just think of how big that industry actually is. It's huge. It's holidays, travel, film, music, whatever it happens to be. Anybody that's involved, whether you've got a social gathering, has been effectively put out of business. It's illegal for us as a company to go out and put up any big structures for parties. We can't do that, and so it's put us in a very difficult position. And I think the worst thing about this is that we're all looking at 2021 as perhaps the year it's going to get better and things are going to get back together again. But I'm starting to doubt that as well now. And I'm starting to think that perhaps we're not going to be able to do anything until the middle of next year, if next year at all. And where's that going to put the industry of pleasure and what we call the fun industry? We're in a party business. So many people like enjoying themselves, but everything that's fun seems to be taken off the agenda right now by the governments, and that's the frustration. We've got the costs and overheads, and it's no good thinking that the government are going to bail you out, because that is just not going to happen. There's been a lot of good companies go to the wall in the coming months, and I know that our own company, we're debt free. We're not worried about any large overhead, over sort of hanging debts on us. But the problem is we've still got overhead, and that has to be found. And we've had a little bit of money from the government, and that's run out now. So we're having to use our own funds to support our business and support ourselves. Now, because of that, all our subcontractors and anybody who's subcontracting into the industry, the knock-on effect is like a set of dominoes. You can just see all the subcontractors, all the sub-industries, all behind everything, are going to be victims of this as well. And so the big picture here is that it's going to be very difficult. Before I was in the events industry, I used to be a farmer, and I love farming. But I saw through BSE that was an interesting situation, and then we had the foot and mouth. And now we've got COVID, and by far the worst is COVID, because the COVID there's no light at the end of the tunnel yet. We can't see a way out of this, and I think that's the negative on this. But on a more positive side to this is that I've been involved in the home-based business arena for almost 30 years. This November I've been doing it for 30 years, and I know my onions. I've been around the industry long enough that I know what works and what doesn't work. And that's been our saviour. It's helped us tremendously over the last 30 years, and it's given us the ability to be able to afford to do things that perhaps others wouldn't be able to do, because the home-based business industry can generate an awful lot of money. Now, I work with a company that's based in Montreal, Canada. We're a global company. The owner of the company is a personal friend of mine, and we've been operating now for 4 years. We've turned over we've paid out rather over $160 million in instant commissions in 4 years, which is, you know, kind of nice. And that's because the business works. It's a simple, low-cost business which can help people. And right now, you know, it's no good, you know, thinking you can get onto universal credit or get some handout from the government, because that ain't going to do it, guys. You're going to have to do something else. And right now we're getting an unprecedented amount of targeted traffic coming to our company, and people wanting to know about home-based business. Now, the reason I'm sitting here with my GoPro and talking to you on this video is real simple. You know, I know what I'm doing with home-based business, and I know I can help people directly. So if you're out there right now and you need a vehicle, and you're perhaps like ourselves, that, you know, you've got something and you just can't work your business, or you've been made unemployed, or you work for somebody that's put you on short hours, or you need some extra money, then home-based business is the answer. Because believe you me, that, you know, the employment situation is not looking good. I mean, I just look at all the guys that work for us, and I know the situation those guys are in, and it's very, very difficult, guys. And thank God we've got this home-based business model. So for $79, or what's that in the UK money, about £60, we can get you set up and earning instant commissions today. That means that you could join our business today and be earning commissions, you know, later on today. And that's really, really exciting. We've paid 24/7, so we pay 7 days a week, and it works. The business is a fantastic little business model, and it's not a lot of money. Everybody's got to spare 60 quid or $79, and then you're going to get my help and support. So underneath this video you're going to see my phone number. Send me a text, and put in that text, call me, and then I'll get on the mobile phone or on the phone and ring you back, and we can have a chat about what the business is about and how we can get you started if it's of interest to you. But what I will say to you is this, that home-based business works. I've been around it for 30 years. I know the industry inside out and backwards, and what I've got hold of is the best of the best. And that's what you need. You need to have something that is going to really, really work for you, and work for you for a long time, and help you through this difficult time. Because without it, I know that I'd be, you know, almost slashing my wrists. That's how bad it's going to be for a lot of people. There's an awful lot of people who've got good businesses that have got just no way out, and that's the reality of where we are right now. And thank God for home-based business. It's something that's been around now for almost 70 years, and it works. It's just a question of working with the right company and working with the right people, and the rest of it is, they say, is history, because you can make an awful lot of money if you work with the right company and the right people. It's as simple as that. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year than what we've had so far in 2020, but you know, I can see it getting a lot worse before it gets a lot better. Thanks for watching.